was hustling work then. I done dodged 9 times, living life is such a dirty game. I done dodged 9 times, living life is such a dirty game. I'm digging your, she digging me too. We digging each other, the shovel and crew. Prefer to see you and your friend and playing it smooth, breaking the rules, keeping it player the way that I move. I'm too groovy, don't knock on my groove. You used to with you stepped on my shoes. I got set the charter for breaking the rules. Now I'm a little smarter, I'm keeping it cool. You used to if you stepped on my shoes. Got set the charter for breaking the rules. Now I'm a little smarter, I'm keeping it cool. But I've been ballin' since the 4th grade. Football t-shirt with the rope chain. My granny was singing in church. My grandpa was deep in the mama worked like 5 jobs. My uncle was getting that work in. My auntie was getting that education. My daddy was hustling work then. I done dodged 9 times. Living life is such a dirty game. I done dodged 9 times. Living life is such a dirty game. I f***ed that money a couple times. I ran through that bag and won't left a dime. The first claiming they here for the ride was really the first ready to slide. I take it to stride. Big trilly, I'm foolish pride. Crossing me, never ever ever gonna slide. You might as well brain cells just like fish, they for a real long time. 2020 my year, my star gon' shine by the time you know the gon' be blind. But I've been ballin' since the 4th grade. Football t-shirt with the rope chain. My granny was singing in church. My grandpa was mama worked like 5 jobs. My uncle was getting that work in. My auntie was getting an education. My daddy was hustling work then. I done dodged 9 times. Living life is such a dirty game. I done dodged 9 times. Living life is such a dirty game.
Tip 3, make sure to stay clear of the defender. If you do get that rebound, you got to pull it back beyond the 3-point arc. Don't run directly into the defender who's going to be waiting and trying to steal it. If you run left every time, he's probably going to snatch that ball from you. So what you want to do is run away from the defender, clear the ball, and then reset.
One of the great things about playing one-on-one is you can see how do you match up if you've got a single defender in a team game. Are you going to be able to have the speed to get the space you want? It's a great way to test your overall build. Leave a bit of a gap between you and the offensive player. So many my career players are lightning fast, and you can't get right there.
A Spurs team walking to the locker room earlier, determined to have a big night on their home floor. Downtown San Antonio, Texas, this bridge spans the Riverwalk, not too far from our location tonight. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. D.A., take it over.
Thank you very much. Well,
a lot of depth in there, David. Thank you for that one. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets' opening lineup. The wing set for them, Barton and Porter. Mo Wagner out there with Gordon, and it's Murray in at the point. And for San Antonio, we've got the Cobra, B out there with the Professor. Then there's Jay, and it's Murray in at the center position. Well, the season's still in its very early stages, but Brent, how long before some teams decide to shake things up?
That's a good question, Kevin. I think it depends on what the expectations of your team are going in. And if you get to the early part of December and you're not seeing the fusion of some of the guys and the play style that you expected after making either an off-season acquisition or the improvement of some of your younger players, I think that's when some of the discussions in front offices start to happen about what kind of movement could happen for our team. And that might be for getting better for the rest of that season or starting to think about the subsequent seasons ahead.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Here is Porter. He had 27 points last game. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And finished off by Porter Jr.
And out of the pick and roll, Porter showing great coordination, fluidity, and versatility.
Passes to the Cobra. The pass to Jay. And they double up Murray. Has to be. There's the three. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And that's now 6 points for B.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. With the floater, San Antonio with the rebound. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
For three, Murray. A three-pointer is right on target.
Toughest thing to cover in the game, and Jamal Murray making it difficult on that play in the pick and roll.
Here's the Cobra, and another basket for San Antonio.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Murray outside. Pass to Porter. Outside for Murray. His three-pointers off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. It's good. Murray's got 5 now.
Well, some good interior crucial points here as Murray's staying active in the paint.
Here's the Cobra, guarded by Porter. Out to the right wing, fires from deep. And it's Wagner with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 3. Porter inside. He's covered by Murray. Porter, no luck. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. And the shot goes down. He's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Here's Najee. Hits it from 3-point range.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Murray finds Antetokounmpo. Giannis dunks it down.
Sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Jokic defending. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
Here's Morris, hoping to put that miserable performance against the Clippers behind him tonight.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skipped prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
For San Antonio, they've gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field.
That's a big-time finish. KD dunking all over the defense.
Passes it to Burks. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And it's definitely been a shootout here. The first team that actually starts playing some defense may end up having the edge.
Doncic against Morris. That one drops for him.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
The Nuggets trail by 4. 35 seconds left in the first quarter.
Well, you go in there weak like that, and a guy like Giannis with his length is going to throw it away.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Can't cash in on the 10-foot jump. Spurs leading by 4. Doncic right side. Giannis inside. Burks covering. Giannis against Reed. Out to the wing. Launches it. And Jokic with the rebound. The 3 for Doncic. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Spurs out in front. They're up by 4. The second quarter coming. And now we hear from Giannis, spelling out his key to...
Yes, I'm going to tell you the secret.
Good way to do it. Tuning out distractions. That makes sense.
And it can be harder than ever nowadays. Engaging with fans and the media can be a positive, but you got to focus on what matters most.
That's his first personal foul.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Nikola Jokic. Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Durant, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 4-man position. Curry's shot is good.
All those things that Steph does before the game, and you think there's no way he's pulling those off in the game. Guess what? He's pulling them off in the game.
Antetokounmpo defending. And the wide open shot for Morris. Traps in the tray. Morris has got his first 3 points of the game.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Curry can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail by 5. Guarded by Doncic. To the middle. Trying to get open is Burks. Najee, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the shot goes in. And the Spurs lead by 7.
Yeah, this is demoralizing, I think, for a defense. You want Steph to score on the interior, but that's too easy.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Well, they were obviously the superior team a year ago, but a lot can change from one season to the next in the NBA. Let's see how this game plays out before we make any rush to judgment as to how they'll fare against each other this year.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is arguably the greatest passing center of all time. Arguably because Wilt is in the conversation. But Jokic sees the game a frame ahead. Nikola said, I just look where defenders are standing, listen to what they're talking about, and their play calls. For me, it's a normal thing. I just wonder what they're doing, and I do the opposite. Kevin, it's simple, actually. I'm going to do the opposite now and stop talking.
No. You keep talking, we'll keep listening. And David, thank you very much. And every year we see, Greg, some incredible comebacks. What distinguishes, in your mind, those with the resilience to battle back?
I think it starts with a belief and desire. And the great ones truly hate to lose. And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Barton against Murray. Barton passes to Wagner. And here they come. Floats it up for Murray.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Here's Barton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Knocks it loose. One-on-one fast break. B, the pass to the professor. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there. It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
To the paint. Here's
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right? Well, Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate. You think about Barton's career, 5-star recruit, 2 years in college, and then right to the NBA where he spent some time in the D-League at the time.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Wagner finds Murray into the lane, and it's Murray with the jam.
Surprising quickness. Murray burying his head down and just sprinting to the rack.
Well, Brent, I was thinking about Barton in those early years. His biggest disadvantage was probably a lack of strength.
You wonder, Kevin, has the game changed so much that that's not quite as important as it once was, where Barton now can have freedom of movement, roam around, play in transition. As we move to this pace and space type of offense, Will Barton seems to fit the bill quite nicely.
The professor passes to B. There's 1:38 left in the first half. The layup missed. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets, trailing by 5. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that.
Yeah, that's a bit of a head scratcher there. That was a case where every single thing that could have gone wrong for them, it showed up.
Giannis, he's checked in for San Antonio. Stephen Curry comes in for the professor. Denver making a switch here. And there's the pass to Burks. Down low. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
B, the pass to Jay. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Inside, here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Spurs leading by 5. B, he's covered by Murray. Here's the Cobra. Lays it up and breaks it in. The Cobra's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Murray. To the inside. 11 feet away. It's the front of the rim and out. For San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter. Well above the 50% mark from the field. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. For the Nuggets, Najee's checked in, and it's Reed in for Porter. The Spurs shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. The Nuggets trail by 10. Curry with the steal. Here's the Cobra. Reed covering, and they pick up 2. 6 points for the Cobra.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the foul called on the Cobra. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Guarded by Curry. And they get it, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace, and...
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. In the second quarter, they crushed it at both. Thanks for joining.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, B has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
Second half is underway. Here's who Michael Malone's got on the floor. The guards are out there for him, Murray and Barton. The forwards are Porter and Gordon. And it's Wagner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Barton passes to Murray. Over to the wing. Wagner finds Gordon. Another shot. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. It's in. He's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Porter dishes to Murray. Porter passes to Barton. The Nuggets with another miss.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Puts it up from 15. Murray, no good. The Nuggets trail by 16. Barton outside. And Murray, here we go. And that one is good. Murray's got 11.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
B, the pass to Jay. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Denver's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they let it fly from downtown. And the foul called on the Kobe. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes here for the Spurs. Jokic, he's checked in for Jay. Durant comes in for the Kobe. And Doncic is subbed in for B. Here's the professor. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And that's 12 points for the professor.
And the all-around game of Doncic, not just a scorer, but a great dime dropper as well. Notices his open teammates quickly.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Martin passes to Porter. He kicks it to Gordon. Denver passing it around. Pass to Porter. Wagner with it. Porter inside. KD's on him. The Nuggets with another miss.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Nuggets trail by 20. Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Giannis, he's checked in for the Spurs. Guarded by Doncic. Passes it to Najee. On the wing, Morris. They double him with Giannis. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
He takes it in. Jokic trying to free himself up. That bucket in no time at all. 16 points for the professor.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
They double him with Jokic. And here is Morris.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Up top, Burks from deep. Jokic grabs the miss.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
You know, Greg, it is amazing the total effect Jokic has on the game.
And he's usually top 5 in triple-doubles now. He's really worked on his defense. And the scary part is he's still only in his mid-20s.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Morris inside. Not going to go that time. Here are the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run right now. KD on the wing. To the right side. Here's Jokic. Makes it off the glass.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Guarded by Doncic. You can't get that one. Good defense by Jokic. To the left wing. Here's the professor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's
the defender all over.
The Spurs shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting. So some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Jay's checked in for Jokic. The Cobra comes in for Kevin Durant. And Stephen Curry is subbed in for Luka Doncic. And a switcher also for Denver. Reed's checked in. Back to Morris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Morris has got his second basket of the night.
That was just a perfect possession. Getting in it tight for the high percentage shot.
Going inside.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
.12 seconds left to play here in the third. The professor passes to Jay. Hits the three-point bomb. Jay's got 8 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a massive lead of 30 points. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Jay out there with Embiid. Then it's the Cobra. Then it's Curry. That's the San Antonio 5. They get it again. Here's Green. They shoot again. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Jay, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
The Nuggets have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Reed the pass to Morris. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult. But in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better. And that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Zion Williamson's checked in for Jay. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Denver.
For the Nuggets.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Embiid.
That one on Embiid.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
And he makes the first.
Shooting for Denver.
He's checked in for the Spurs.
Robert Woodard II, taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both. And the Spurs with possession. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Defensive foul.
Jeff Green picks one up.
Jeff Green. That's his first personal foul.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Spurs?
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
A significant difference here has been the number of points off turnovers that they've gotten.
Here's Reed. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Reed's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And teammates more and more looking for plays from Murray like that.
B. Reed covering. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Curry passes to Williamson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so Green will bring it up for Denver. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Williamson with the block.
Yeah, Zion just aggressive there and great timing.
Spurs have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And it's Reed pulling it down. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Here's Murray. Again, the miss by Murray. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
It's stolen by Curry, and the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care of the basketball.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Curry against Murray. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Covered by Williamson. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. The Spurs have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Basket good.
Zion plays within the system right there, very unselfish.
Now the pass to Green. Shoots over Embiid. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
San Antonio again turning it over.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
San Antonio making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. Here's Murray. Rebounded by the Spurs. B. He's covered by Murray. 2021 was an unusual season, to say the least, for players, coaches. Brett, there was a lot to adapt to. How do you think you would have handled the condensed schedule?
It's a good question, Kevin. I think just obviously you'd have work to do and I'd show up every day to do it. And I commend a lot of the players, not just in terms of the level of competition. It was all the other things that they had to do in order to suit up on a nightly basis. Not playing in front of crowds. I mean, that is a love of the game type of season that, of course, I hope we never see again because of the circumstances around it. But the players do deserve a lot of credit, and the fans that hung in there and started to show up towards the end of the year to support the players deserve a lot of credit as well. And I'm glad we're through that.
Murray for 3. Again, the miss by Murray. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for San Antonio.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
For the professor,
just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
The Cobra is checked in for B. And a switcher also for Denver.
For the Nuggets,
Monte Morris is checked in for Murray. Williamson with the block. They need this. And no good that time. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Here's the Cobra. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Green kicks to Morris. Back to Green. Tries again. And Embiid with the block.
Length plus agility. Great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Pulled the shot a little, but the bounce goes his way.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. That can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole...
I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. I get, wake up on still. I realize the time that I wasted here. I feel like you can't feel the way I feel. I'll be if you can't be right here. If you can't be right, yeah. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. When I'm away from you, I miss your touch. You're the reason I believe in love. It's been difficult for me to trust, and I'm afraid that I'ma f it up. Ain't no way that I can leave you stranded, cause you ain't never left me empty-handed. And you know that I can't live without you. So baby, stay. I'll be if you can't be right here. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. I do the same thing I told you that I never